We will be, happy to have prevented someone who I believe is a true authoritarian from taking power in the United States, and that's Donald Trump.
Okay. How many states are you going to be on the ballot in, would you say?
Right now, we're on the ballot or registered as a write-in in 34 states. By the time we get to November 8th, it'll be 40 to 45. And that's plenty for our strategy, which is not a conventional strategy. We're not trying to win 270 votes. Of course, that would be great, but it's just not going to happen. This is a 3-month presidential campaign. So what we're trying to do is earn enough electoral votes to block Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump if the race between both of them is so close that we are able to do that by winning 1 or 2 states. So that's the idea. But if not that, then we will be, happy to have prevented someone who I believe is a true authoritarian from taking power in the United States, and that's Donald Trump.
He was unknown at the start of this week. Now he's running for the presidency. Desperate times, he says, call for desperate measures.
We need to stop Donald Trump. We need to come to a consensus that he simply cannot be the president of the United States, and let's look for another option, and I hope to be that option.
But if you split his vote, if you take votes from him, you hand Hillary Clinton the White House. Are you okay with that?
Well, no, he's already losing. He's losing because of his own lack of ability to compete with Hillary Clinton, who isn't a strong candidate. In fact, I think she's one of the weakest that the Democrats have put forth in some decade.
Do you want to be a useful idiot and feel good about your philosophical purity? Or do you really care about America and conservative values? Because Hillary Clinton, third term of Barack Obama, is a direct threat to liberty.
Thank you very much, Richard, and I am delighted to be here in these new headquarters. I have been often to, I guess, the mothership in New York City. But it's good to have an outpost of the council right here down the street from the State Department. We get a lot of advice from the council, so this will mean I won't have as far to go to be told what we should be doing and how we should think about the future.
The second thing is that my time in the private sector taught me. I worked with a variety of companies in a variety of different sectors. I learned what it takes for them to thrive in a global economy.
Is it true that you had on your Twitter profile that you worked at Goldman Sachs and that was replaced by just saying businessman? Is that true?
I'm not sure. I'll have to check. I'm no longer managing my social media.
Are you proud of having worked for Goldman Sachs?
I'm proud of what I learned at Goldman Sachs, absolutely. So, well, go ahead.
I mean,
but I do believe there is a problem with racism in the Republican Party, okay? And when I say that I'm a true conservative, and what I think a true conservative does, is a true conservative is willing, when they see someone else being attacked, for any reason, but especially because of their race, their religion, or whatever, they will stand up and defend that person because they are committed to the notion, to the truth, that all men and women are created equal. And that is what a true conservative is. And unfortunately, I don't see that happening in the Republican Party. And unfortunately, certainly not with Donald Trump, but the same problem existed before Donald Trump got the nomination. Donald Trump won the nomination because this issue existed before he started running. We already know there needs to be a new movement, a new generation of leadership, new conservative movement, whatever you call it. The question is, do we need a new party? Do we need a new conservative party who will welcome people of all faiths and races who are committed to those basic fundamental truths.